significance in the society. And the most important thing of an asset is that it can change hands. Something which is with you and which will stay with you for a longer time and which cannot change hands. You can't buy and sell it. The value is less or more. The question is to all of you. You can answer on the message group. If you think that something cannot be bought or something cannot be sold, something is permanent, what is the value of that asset? If there's no buy and supply. Red Fort, what is the asset value? I'm waiting for the answers. Anyone can give me? What is the value of an asset which cannot be bought or sold? As an example, if I talk about Red Fort. Invaluable. How do you put that invaluable? कितने में बिक सकता है? Priceless. These are words which do not talk about economics, which have nothing to do with realities. These are emotions. See, emotionally, yes, it can be invaluable. Kashmir hamara hai, hum nahi denge. Red Fort pe nahi jayenge. Kind of things, they're emotions, correct? But if we talk about transfer of hand of any asset, then that is the value of it. And in case you can't sell it, then it is obviously zero. मेरे पास में है बहुत महंगी चीज है एक jewelry, a piece of jewelry I bought at some age, which was at an X price at that date when I bought it. Today, according to the rate of the gold, it is at this particular price. But if I'm not selling it, then it is zero value for the market. So we have to understand that an asset has a major requirement of being sold and some buyer who's ready to buy it. This is where an asset class moves around. The complete formula of asset class stands here. What is the real value, real price factor of that particular product in the market? कितने में available है? What is the value added to it? मतलब वो कितना important है? For example, if we talk about startup ecosystem, there are some of the startups who are valued very high. People say इनकी valuation बहुत high है. Very recently, we found a startup called Minimalist, which was sold at 3,000 crores. When the revenue of the startup was not even 500 crores, 5,000 crores, कितनी revenue होने पर या कितना business करने पर उसकी value में 3,000 crores मिलनी चाहिए. ये discussion है. So if I talk about that, उसके actual books के अंदर उसने कितना business किया और वो कितने में sell हुआ. The difference in both the values is the asset value that it has created. Why? Because some people think, HUL thinks that it can be taken to that level of revenue gains. If they think कि इस company में से इतना कमाया जा सकता है, इसीलिए वो उस company को उतना रुपए में खरीदते हैं. They buy that at a higher value. When they buy that at a higher value, the idea is not just to own the company. The idea is to run it to a level so that they can earn that much out of that company. And they think that they can do it. That is why they buy it from the original founders or they buy equity from the original executive team, and they believe that they will be able to make money or they will be able to make more revenue out of this company, which is why they buy it. It may also be a question of their existing portfolio. उनके पास में already उससे similar portfolio है, दोनों में मिलाकर अगर वो sell करेंगे तो sales will become. It may also believe that they have something with them which is already in competition. So they want to kill competition. Competition kill करने की वजह से उनका जो product है उसकी value बढ़ जाएगी market में. There may be various reasons for which assets are bought and sold. There may be various reasons for the buyer and the seller. दोनों के reasons भी अलग हो सकते हैं to buy and sell an asset. So these are some of the very important things which we have to analyze and understand when we enter into the startup ecosystem. Why are you making startups? What is the purpose of making this startup? The purpose of the startup is to sell it to someone because it is an asset class, because there's a possibility of selling it, because the Indian Corporate Governance Act, which is the act which controls all our business entities, allows us to sell it. जो हम equity sell करते हैं market में, या हम dissipate करते हैं, that is actually the way of selling a company in small parts and parcels or as a whole. One way. ये करने के लिए हमारे लिए जरूरी है समझना कि क्यों कर रहे हैं, क्यों बना रहे हैं, क्यों उसकी वैल्यू बन रही है, हम कितनी सेल करना चाहते हैं. What is my expectation out of it? If I am making a business, आज से बहुत साल पहले तक क्या था, I was making a business. My father made a business, but he never wanted to sell it to anyone. Today also, I may be under that circumstance where I don't want to sell my business to someone. But if I want to, if I don't want to, even if I want to look at a perceived value of it, कि आज से 10 साल बाद में इसकी क्या value होगी? Maybe my kids will not be running this business. So there is a value to that market which someone else in the market can take it from me and can run that business. This is how people make startups. One reason could be to make it and sell it immediately. The other reason could be to make it and sell it, or may not sell it but keep it for a longer time, where someone else in the next generation may buy or sell part of it, or have more collaborators into the complete asset to make it valuable for the generations. बहुत सारे अलग अलग कारण होते हैं बनाने के, क्यों बनाना है, किस स्पेस पे बनाना है, आपको स्टार्टअप किस स्पेस पे बनाना है, कितना बड़ा बनाना है, क्यों बनाना है. All these things are dependent on the asset value. So I hope, I mean, I can understand this is slightly trickier for you to understand at very first say that what is an asset value, but this is the right statement of an asset value. आपके पास में क्या है और वो कितने में बिक सकता है, या कोई उसको कितने में खरीद सकता है, या कोई उसकी क्या वैल्यू अचीव कर सकता है. That is basically an asset. So you have to understand that as an asset class, when you're building a startup, it is an asset class. It is not just passion. It is not just innovation. You are making it an asset class. When you're making it an asset class, it needs to have all these reasons. You just cannot say this idea is invaluable when there is no one to buy it. There has to be buy and sell. There has to be takers and sellers into the market. The product has to be available as a product, or a company as a product, or an equity of the company as a product. And there have to be buyers who want to buy it, and then only you become an asset class. So when we say that startup is an asset class, there has to be these fundamental things which are important and attached to it, apart from the passion, the dedication, the innovation, the ideation. ये सब चीजें डेफिनेटली उसमें इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, बट उसी के साथ में ये चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि वो एसेट क्लास कैसे बनाई जाएगी, right? So we'll take this a little forward to make it easier for you now to understand that what is an asset class and how does it actually happen. I have my friend and colleague with me who helps me to do this every day. That's Harshit. I think he can connect with you more clearly, and we will be talking about it in detail. So now Harshit and myself, we'll try to talk to you about this asset class. Off to you, Harshit.
Hey everyone, how are you doing today? So I would like कि आप लोग comment boxes में ना लिखकर अपने mics on करें, and we'll try to make this session more engaging and interactive. ठीक है? And we will try to understand कि how a startup idea can be executed and how can we make it as an asset, right? So first of all, I would like to know from you what is entrepreneurship in your mindset. Anyone can volunteer and answer for that. Yeah, Asif, please come on.
I would say an entrepreneur is a person who has an inspiring or rather a new idea towards a business prospect, and he executed it in a completely unique manner that addresses the needs of the societies and makes a living out of it.
Exactly. Well said. But as an entrepreneur, what happens? Like, I will be covering various stages. Then I will be moving in how to you can build an asset from out of that. So the first thing would be the entrepreneurship and ideation. So the ideation and entrepreneurship is basically about you, first of all you generate an idea. आप market में जाते हो, ठीक है? First of all you have to build or see कि what's going on, है ना? चल क्या रहा है market में? Where is the gap is coming? जहाँ पे gap है, you identify those gaps, and after identifying those gaps, you got a certain idea in your mind कि यार ये एक छोटा सा लूप होल मुझे मिला, इसका एक बेटर सोल्यूशन ये हो सकता है, मैं सोल्यूशन को क्रिएट करके इन फ्यूचर आगे जाके एक बिजनेस बना सकता हूँ, एंड दिस विल डेफिनेटली एड वैल्यू टू द लाइफ ऑफ द पीपल. ठीक है, जिन लोगों के लिए मैं क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ या फिर जिन लोगों के लिए ये लूप होल मैं फुलफिल करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, वहां पे मैं इससे धंधा भी बना सकता हूँ. हैजंट इट? तो एक ये आइडिया आपका एंटरप्रेन्योरियल माइंडसेट क्रिएट करेगा, और इस आइडिया से आप एग्जीक्यूट करके एक वैल्यू ऐड करोगे लोगों की लाइफ में. ठीक है, राइट आफ्टर दैट अब आपको पता भी होना चाहिए कि हाउ यू आर प्लानिंग टू एग्जीक्यूट इट, आप कैसे इसको एक बिजनेस बनाओगे. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको एक मार्केट रिसर्च लगता है इसमें, डेफिनेटली दैट इज अ मेजर रोल. लाइक अगर आज मैंने ओला बनाया, कभी भाविश अग्रवाल ने या फिर ओला बनाया, ठीक है, तो दे हैव टू बी दे हैव टू बी क्लियर अबाउट इट कि मेरा पोटेंशियल कस्टमर कौन होने वाला है. ठीक है, मेरा कैब सर्विस यूज कौन करेगा. आज ड्राइवर ने मेरे को उठाया, ले जाके मुझे जंगल में छोड़ दिया. दिस वाज द जेन्युइन स्टोरी ऑफ द भविष्य अग्रवाल. ही पिक्ड अप द टैक्सी एंड द ड्राइवर गॉट डिस्प्यूटेड विद हिम एंड ही लेफ्ट इट इन द जंगल और इन द मिडवे. सो वहां पे एक माइंडसेट आया कि यार नहीं, एक टैक्सी सर्विस लॉन्च करनी चाहिए मुझे जहाँ पे प्राइसिंग्स बहुत फेयर हों. ठीक है, कस्टमर और ड्राइवर का 1-to-1 इंटरेक्शन हो. ठीक है, जहां से हम एक पाइपलाइन जनरेट कर पाए और एक फेयर माहौल क्रिएट कर पाए जहाँ से टैक्सी आप बुक करके अपने डोर स्टेप पे बुला सकते हो. दैट इज द थिंग. अब आपको एक इसमें मार्केट रिसर्च भी लगेगा कि हाउ यू विल बी गोइंग टू प्लान एंड व्हाट ऑडियंस साइज यू विल बी केटरिंग. ठीक है, यू हैव टू डिजाइन अ बिजनेस मॉडल कैनवस फॉर दैट. अब बीएमसी क्या होता है? बीएमसी में यू हैव टू बी वेरी स्पेसिफिक आउट कि आप पैसा कहाँ से जनरेट करोगे। लाइक अगर मैंने आज आइडिया है मेरे पास, मैंने उसको एग्जीक्यूट किया, ठीक है, वो आपकी लाइफ में वैल्यू भी ऐड कर रहा है। अब मेरे को स्पेसिफिक होना पड़ेगा कि व्हाट शुड बी द प्राइसिंग दैट विल ऐड वैल्यू टू माय बिजनेस एज वेल एंड एज वेल एज टू द लाइव्स ऑफ द पीपल, राइट। अब उसके बाद में आता है ब्रांडिंग, ठीक है। मैंने बना लिया, आपको पता है, मुझे पता है, मार्केट में और लोगों तक मुझे रीच आउट करना है, मैं कैसे रीच आउट करूंगा, ठीक है। तो ब्रांडिंग मुझे करनी पड़ेगी और उसके लिए काफी सारी सेल्स और मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटेजीज आती हैं। एज अ इकोनॉमिक स्टूडेंट वी हैव लर्न दैट कि प्रोडक्ट इज देयर, प्राइसिंग इज देयर, प्लेस इज देयर, हाउ वी आर प्रमोटिंग इज देयर। दीज आर द मेजर, यू नो, मेजर पॉइंटर्स दैट वी हैव टू लुक आफ्टर कि मैं उसका प्रमोशन कैसे कर रहा हूँ। आज मैंने ओला कैब बनाया, अगर मैं उसको जाके कॉर्पोरेट एम्प्लॉयज के ग्रुप के अंदर प्रमोट करूं तो देयर आर मोर चांसेस कि वो लोग आके मेरी सर्विसेज यूज करेंगे, एजंट इट। अगर मैं इसी सर्विस को जाके किसी किंडरगार्टन स्कूल में प्रमोट करूं, सो दैट इज नॉट माय टारगेट ऑडियंस। सो दिस हैज टू बी चेकन एंड टेकन केयर ऑफ कि मैं कहाँ पे क्या चीज प्रमोट कर रहा हूँ, मेरी सेल्स स्ट्रेटेजी क्या है, मेरी मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटेजी क्या है, मैं प्राइसेस क्या रख रहा हूँ कि हर इंसान उसको अफोर्ड कर पाए, या फिर एवरी पीपल मस्ट लुक आफ्टर दैट, या उसको देख पाए, ठीक है। राइट आफ्टर दैट इट कम्स अबाउट फाइनेंशियल एंड लीगल कंप्लायंसेस। अब मैंने कुछ पोटेंशियल बिजनेस क्रिएट किया, मैं एक ओला का एग्जांपल लेके चल रहा हूँ, दैट कैन बी एनी अदर एग्जांपल टू। सो अगर मैं फाइनेंसेस की बात देखूं या लीगल कंप्लायंसेस की बात देखूं, मुझे एक कंपनी का रजिस्ट्रेशन करना पड़ेगा, कंपनी का फॉर्मेशन करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। राइट आफ्टर दैट जहां से मैं एक कंट्री के लीगल फॉर्मुलेशंस के अंदर आऊंगा, लीगल रेगुलेशंस के अंदर आऊंगा, जहां पे मुझे सर्टेन प्रोटोकॉल्स आर देयर, दोस हैज टू बी फॉलोड। कुछ फाइनेंशियल चीजें होंगी, लाइक मुझे कंट्री का टैक्स स्लैब देखना पड़ेगा कि मेरा रेवेन्यू इतना हो रहा है, मुझे इतना पे करना है, ठीक है। और मुझे फाइनेंसेस के बारे में और चीजें देखनी पड़ेगी। और अब आता है इन्वेस्टमेंट रेडनेस। अगर मेरे पास धंधा रेडी हो गया, ठीक है, इफ आई हैव मेड अ गुड मनी आउट ऑफ इट, और मुझे उसको स्केल करने के लिए, मार्केट में इंक्रीज करने के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है, तो यहाँ से जर्नी स्टार्ट होती है एसेट बिल्डिंग की, राइट। So when you go in front of the investors, as Shweta ma'am was also talking about, and it serve as an asset to the investors, तभी वो आप में invest करेगा if they got the interest, right? अगर मुझे इंटरेस्ट नहीं है किसी प्रोडक्ट के अंदर, so why should I care about that, है ना। एज एन फाउंडर आई विल बी बिल्डिंग, अगर कोई मेरे को एक प्रोडक्ट में जिसको बिल्ड कर रहा हूँ, जिससे मेरे को बेनिफिट जनरेट हो रहा है, मेरे को लग रहा है कि इसका फ्यूचर पर्सपेक्ट है, मेरे को आगे जाके प्रॉफिट देगा, देन आई विल बी executing it or taking it forward. So these are the basic steps and pointers. So what we have learned, entrepreneurship and ideation क्या है, market research and business model development एक बहुत जरूरी चीज है, branding, sales strategy बहुत जरूरी है, legal compliances and finances are the important thing, founder investor readiness is the major important thing, जहाँ से आपकी asset building की journey start होती है. Now I would like to get a icebreaker with all of you. If I would give you all a 10 lakh rupees, ठीक है, so what will you do? You will execute a startup idea, then why? If you will invest it in stock market, then again why? And if you want to invest in real estate, then again why? So the floor is open for you all. बताइए. Yes, Raghav, please come on.
For me, terms matter. That on what terms you're providing me with the funds. Like,
Okay.
it's on loan basis. It's on what basis?
It's completely a grant. Take it as completely as a grant, as a prize money of any competition you won. So what you will do out of that? Because we are sitting like here as an entrepreneur, we have to act like entrepreneur. Or how would I multiply that money to 10x, 100x, or 1000x? What is the idea of? Yes, go on, Raghav, go on. Speak up.
Like, if there is no liability, it's a grant, and I'll for sure go for a startup. And like 10 lakhs is a decent amount to go with the initial steps. Like,
Mhm.
I want to, if it's a tech based startup, so for that I need to develop an app or website or anything. So for that I require a team, and little expenses are there. I'll manage those expenses. I'll try that in 2 to 3 lakhs I manage to develop whatsoever platform I'm seeking to develop, and then use that further to grab some audience in a particular area, supposedly Delhi. जिससे I can present it further to startup, जिससे seed funding के बाद I can go to the next level of funding. So उसके लिए I'll cater some audience in a limited location, that in this location this is my performance, and I'll try to save the funds. ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं करूँगा, ऐसे 10 लाख एक महीने में नहीं उड़ा दूंगा. I'll try कि आराम आराम से करूँ, and with that I'll try for the next series of funding.
So I have a small doubt from you. Like, why haven't you chosen stock market or real estate, since they are the more stable options to invest?
Simple answer to that is I have an entrepreneurial mind, and that's what I always aspire to be. But yeah, practically, if I'll go with that, stock market is a very different market. I am not interested in that because you know never know that you'll make profits or losses. I'm a person who is into business, who likes to build business, and have been doing this for like time, small levels. So yeah, at any point if I get the money, I'll go for a new startup.
Great, great, great. So I can see more hands. Like Akif is also willing to speak. Yes, Akil, Akif. Sorry.
Sir, if I understood your question correctly, was it if we get a fund of 10 lakh rupees, how would we invest it, right?
Yeah. How would you invest it in a startup, stock market, or real estate, and why?
Okay, sir. My first choice would be to start a business, right? So, respectfully, I think I can pull it off in half that amount, right? So, internet is a widespread influencer to everyone. I think it has reached every person on the planet. So, we can build a digital presence of our business without actually acquiring an inventory of it. We can advertise the product that we are going to be selling, and we don't have to even acquire the product or make a picture out of it. We can artificially produce that image also, or maybe get that image from somewhere that some remotely even resembles the product, right? So we will build a presence of that company, and we will display an inventory which we currently do not possess, right? So on let's say that we are successful in advertising a product, and the company has been made aware of, uh, has been right. So when we have reached the customers, when we start rolling in our orders, then we are going to ask our suppliers or ask our producers to make the product on a very short notice. It would be a hassle, it would be a very tight project, it would be needed to be pulled off in a very short notice. But I think we can, this way we can minimize the risk of losses, and where we are minimizing the loss, I think we will be able to put the funds into we can increase the margin with our producers, and the producers will be able to produce that product in a short notice, and then we can start rolling our supplies, and then we can cater to the needs of the consumers, and I think the remaining funds can be utilized over a longer run, and that is how I think it would be successful as a business.
Great. So all of you have thought, like, from these two answers, what I have analyzed is you people evaluated the startup as a new asset class, because at after certain time it will have a certain big value. Like suppose if you invested 10 lakh rupees today, right after a few efforts and hustle you are giving to it, and you will be able to fetch out around a crore rupee or 100 crore rupee out of it, because you are living the looking out of the larger perspective from that, right? So can you please name a few of the billion-dollar companies? Let's see the revenue projections. Let's keep this discussion forward, move this discussion forward. We would be analyzing key how these companies, like any billion-dollar company, have given the returns to their investors. So any of the name of any billion-dollar company.
Sir, MRF tires.
MRF is a old brand, but I would
Sir,
suggest
physics wala
name
recently.
of a startup.
Sir, recently physics wala.
Exactly, physics wala. Any more names?
There is this Michelin tire company. I think it is of French origin. The one way it has returned back to its investors, it is they broadened their horizons, right?
Exactly.
They went from manufacturing tires to they went to grading restaurants. Hence, the Michelin star restaurants came to being. They started very beginning level, right? They went along the highways and they looked for restaurants and they checked for their qualities and all. And when they realized that the standards of the restaurant were up to the mark that they were seeking, they started labeling these restaurants as Michelin star. Now Michelin star branding is a world renowned branding, and every restaurant is yearning for it. So that is one way I see that they return back to the investors.
So let's justify ki how startups are an asset class. Let's take three companies: Zomato, Mamaearth, and Zepto. Okay. Zomato is now a $1 billion company. Mamaearth is also have a valuation of around 10,000 crore rupees, and Zomato has also built. No, sorry, Zepto has also built around 8,000 crore rupees business as of now. Okay. So suppose in 2010, are we aware about Zomato? Most of us not. Okay, most of us not. It got into boom when when we was a kid and we came in 2016, 2015. Okay, we was fascinated by the deliveries they are doing. They are doing whole stuff, food delivery. So then we got to know about that. But these are the brands that was running from 2010 and more than before than that. Okay, so suppose if someone have invested 500 rupees in 2010, okay, in Zomato, this can be a 10 crore rupees in during its IPO time. Okay. So the return on that investment is more than 1000x. That is the real asset value these companies are delivering, that these ideas are delivering. Okay. Someday Dipinder Goyal might have thought कि यार मेरे को रात को भूख लगी है, मेरे किचन में मुझे खाना भी नहीं बनाना, एंड आई वांट टू ऑर्डर इट फ्रॉम द रेस्टोरेंट, बट रेस्टोरेंट मेरे से काफी दूर है, मेरे को खुद को जाना पड़ेगा. दैट इज व्हाई लेट्स हैव अ प्लेटफॉर्म जहां पे मैं घर बैठे कुछ चीजें मंगवा सकूं. That journey started from ideation, and today that is a more than 1,000 crores. So that is the main point as an asset class, that startups and ideas are a new asset class. Okay. What takeaway we can take it from here is startups grow exponentially, though stock market or a property or real estate can be a stable source of investment, and they can produce stable returns on that. But startups has a high volatility, high risk factor, but they grow exponentially. Okay, unlike traditional businesses. So that's the beauty of this ecosystem, right? Where you are more ambitious, where you are more creative, where you are implementing more new good thoughts, and you are cultivating 1,000 crore rupees business. Okay. So now let's understand कि how the startup become an asset. ठीक है, एक जर्नी छोटी सी मैं ब्रेक डाउन करता हूँ स्टार्टअप लाइफ साइकिल की. Suppose you get a idea. Let's take give out any of the idea. Like anyone can give out any idea. Then we will break down its idea, MVP, growth, profitability, and exit stage. Okay. Just come up with your ideas. Anyone want to volunteer? Anyone asking from you guys? Yes, Raghav.
So I just thought of the idea. Like I'm
Yes.
not going to present any of my already working on ideas, but a new idea just came up with. So
Mm-hmm.
basically a food chain in like cities like Delhi, where people do not get enough time to prepare nutritious and healthy food for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like already there are a few businesses in the market providing such meals, like
Mm-hmm.
on subscription basis, but they're
Mm-hmm.
too costly. Like they ask for 25,000 rupees for 3 meals a day, and that is
Mm-hmm.
too much.
Mm-hmm.
So like for we can make categories, like for gym people, protein oriented; for fat loss people, healthy fiber oriented; carbohydrates less rich essay, and the third category, tasty food, which is cooked in desi ghee and everything, like what Indians seek. Three categories with different meal courses, and considering of 10k 10 to 12k depending on the meal choice, like price range. Yeah.
Okay, great. Now let's break down this idea into idea, MVP, growth, profitability, and exit stage, which justify it as an asset from idea. Okay. You said कि you want to build a platform which will be providing the nutritious food with the nutritious value. ठीक है? Am I right, Raghav?
Yes, sir. Yes.
है ना? So the ideation is कि you will be providing nutritious food, है ना? Which is your major USP. Now you will look into the market for market research and market demand. ठीक है? Like Delhi के अंदर you are having peoples like most of the students or the corporate peoples, those who are working, they didn't have the time to cook, and they also don't want to eat the food which is from outside, and that do not have a good nutritious value. ठीक है, तो आप उनको एक अच्छा खाना प्रोवाइड करवाओगे और आप इसकी मार्केट में रिसर्च करोगे कि आपका टारगेट ऑडियंस कौन सा है, ठीक है। दिस इज अ आइडिएशन स्टेज। नाउ यू विल गो टू एमवीपी। अब आप उनको केटर कैसे करोगे? लाइक यू विल बी प्रिपेयरिंग अ बेसिक टूल, यू विल बी प्रिपेयरिंग अ बेसिक एप्लीकेशन, वेब ऐप और समथिंग लाइक दैट, जहां पे आप यूजर्स को एंगेज करोगे और लेकर आओगे अपने प्लेटफॉर्म पे, जहां पे आप रेस्टोरेंट्स को ऑनबोर्डिंग करोगे, दोज हु विल बी डिलीवरिंग फूड, गुड न्यूट्रिशियस फूड फॉर यू, ठीक है। अब बात करते हैं इसके ग्रोथ स्टेज की, ठीक है, जहां पे यू वांट टू स्केल इट फ्रॉम वन रेस्टोरेंट टू 100, यू वांट टू ऑनबोर्ड फ्रॉम वन क्लाइंट, वन यूजर टू 1000 यूजर्स, ठीक है। तो उसके लिए यू विल बी नीडिंग द इन्वेस्टर्स, यू विल बी नीडिंग द यूजर्स, यूजर एक्सपीरियंस, जहां पे आप लोगों के पास में एप्लीकेशन को टेस्ट के लिए दोगे कि भाई मेरा एक स्टार्टअप है, यू कैन गेट दिस वैल्यू आउट ऑफ एयर। आप आज अगर बाहर जाके खाना खाते हो, दैट मे नॉट बी अ गुड हेल्दी फूड, बट अगर आप मेरे प्लेटफॉर्म से ऑर्डर करोगे, दैट विल बी टेलिंग यू अबाउट द हाउ मच कैलोरीज द फूड हैज, द हाउ मच प्रोटीन कंटेंट द फूड हैज, एंड ओवरऑल इट डिलीवर्स अ प्रोटीनेशियस एंड अ गुड फूड फॉर यू, ठीक है। वो आपका एक ग्रोथ स्टेज हो गया। अगर मैं प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी स्टेज की बात करूं, तो फिर आप एक बार जब लोगों में अवेयरनेस क्रिएट कर दोगे, ठीक है, देन यू विल बी एबल टू चार्ज फ्रॉम देम, ठीक है, कि नहीं अब मैं इसको सब्सक्रिप्शन मॉडल पे दूंगा। इफ यू आर अ रेस्टोरेंट वांट टू डिलीवर द गुड फूड, लाइक न्यूट्रिशियस फूड, तो आपको ये 100 रुपीज का सब्सक्रिप्शन लेना पड़ेगा। इफ आई एम द यूजर, आई एम द पर्सन इज वर्किंग इन एनी ऑफ द कॉर्पोरेट, और आई एम अ स्टूडेंट, मुझे एक वहां से फूड ऑर्डर करना है, उसके लिए मुझे सब्सक्रिप्शन लेना पड़ेगा। मोर लाइकली सिमिलर टू द जोमेटो गोल्ड, मे बी द सब्सक्रिप्शन मॉडल, ठीक है। एंड राइट आफ्टर दैट व्हाट यू विल डू, वंस इट बिकम अ crore, 2 crore, or 10 crore rupees business, which is according to your expectation, then you go to the Zomato, Zepto, Blinkit, or Swiggy, or they will come to you to either to sell that or to ask to buy that. The same happens with the case in Minimalist, ma'am said, like Minimalist built their own brand and then sold it to Hindustan Unilever, ठीक है, HUL. So this is the basic. Yes, Akif, I will come on to your question right after the finishing this. So HUL acquired Minimalist. नाउ यहाँ पे क्या होगा, राघव का जो स्टार्टअप था न्यूट्रिशियस फूड डिलीवरी का, शायद जोमेटो का आइडिया पसंद आया आफ्टर गेटिंग अ सर्टेन वैल्यूएशंस, देन इट विल बी purchasing it from Raghav, and it will be creating an asset value for the company as well, and as well for the Raghav. So yes, Akif, now your question, बताइए.
Sir, as you brought up the selling part, keep the Zomato and the Swiggy people will come to you and ask for a price, right? Sir, I would like to get your thought from you on this. Okay, do you think it is an unavoidable stage to sell off a company, or do you think a person can come up with new ways to expand the business, or do you think the all companies eventually get end up getting sold?
That depends on the individual's perspective. Like minimalist, if wanted, minimalist can also expend more than 3000 crores, ठीक है, but they ended up in merging into the HUL. That depends on the capacities, calibers, and the individual expectations of the person or the founder. That's my perspective over your question. If today I built a company of 10,000 crores, if I have a vision to make it 1 lakh crore, so why would I sell it? And if I ended up in 10,000 crore कि यार नहीं ठीक है, मेरा 10,000 करोड़ बन गया, आज मैं इस कंपनी को सेल करके मुझे माथा पच्ची नहीं करनी है, अब मैं बाहर निकलना चाहता हूँ, so that can be another ballpark game. Depend person to person. जी मुझे बताइए.
Sir, like as in Shark Tank, we saw that various companies sold their 51% stake to the investors. So, sir,
हम्म.
like उनको क्या फायदा मिलता है इतना सारा स्टेक शेयर करके? उनका तो काम तो उतना ही रहेगा एंड उनकी माइनॉरिटी भी हो जाएगी कंपनी में.
See, stake share करके they might be getting the investments, they might be getting the mentorship they have. For a founder, stake means a value, but when I wanted to expand or to gain funds, मुझे intentionally या unintentionally उसको dilute करना ही पड़ेगा. There is no way left out to me. अगर मैं इन्वेस्टर के पास जाऊंगा फंडिंग अगेंस्ट इक्विटी के लिए, इक्विटी के बदले फंडिंग लेने के लिए, तो मुझे इक्विटी डाइल्यूट करनी ही पड़ेगी. There can't be another path for that. मैं गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट ले लूंगा, ठीक है, मैं कंपटीशन से पैसा ले लूंगा, दैट कैन बी अ डिफरेंट थिंग, बट टू स्केल इट आफ्टर सर्टेन करोर्स, द कंपनी हैज टू बी सोल्ड, इन्वेस्टर को मुझे इक्विटी देनी पड़ेगी। और अगर आपने 51% दे भी दिया तो यू हैव द ऑप्शन ना, वंस यू गेट द प्रॉफिट्स आउट ऑफ इट। अगर मैंने किसी 100 करोड़ की कंपनी का 51 करोड़ में 51% स्टेक दे दिया, ठीक है, बट इफ आई बिल्ड द वैल्यू ऑफ दैट 51 करोड़ रुपीज दैट आई हैव रेज्ड, ठीक है, तो मैं अपना स्टेक वापस भी तो परचेस कर सकता हूँ इन्वेस्टर से, मैं इन्वेस्टर को एग्जिट भी तो दे सकता हूँ। देयर आर सर्टेन स्ट्रेटेजीज टू गिव एग्जिट टू द इन्वेस्टर, which is an asset in itself. I think it makes sense, and I am able to answer your question.
Yes, sir.
Great. So the takeaways that we can took from the discussion is कि startup become assets by structured growth steps, क्योंकि वेरियस स्टेजेस हमको क्रॉस करनी पड़ेगी, उसके लिए आइडिया से हमको उसको एमवीपी पे लाना पड़ेगा, एमवीपी के बाद पे ग्रोथ स्टेज पे जाना पड़ेगा, ग्रोथ स्टेज के बाद हमें प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इंडेक्स देखना पड़ेगा कि हाउ दैट कैन बिकम प्रॉफिटेबल, एंड राइट आफ्टर दैट एग्जिट स्टेज जो मैंने बताया कि अगर मेरे पास पूरा अच्छे से एक प्रोडक्ट बिल्ड हो गया एंड दैट हैज 10 करोड़ ऑफ वैल्यूएशन, I can sell it to the another existing company, or I can run it as a whole sole company. So that is the thing. Ab now moving forward, would you invest? ठीक है, there are three options that I am giving to you. ठीक है, you people have to tell me what is the most suitable investment and the most perfect investment in terms of profitability and scaling according to you. ठीक है, let's say startup one, that is creating a Ola for booking the tractors. This can be a value addition to the farmer's life or the people, those who are working with the municipality corporation or anything. ठीक है, Ola for tractors, ठीक है, wearable air purifier. Third is rent a pet, because certain people have a hobby to have a pet. So to rent a pet, wearable air purifier, Ola for tractors. What would you invest in? Open question for you all.
Sir, I think the second one.
Wearable air purifier, right? Yes, Raghav.
Sir, I think the first one, because second one is I personally feel a little far from present needs. Like it will definitely be a blooming idea in future, but it's not something which is required right now, and is a very complex market. Whenever requirement for such things will emerge, then the big players will come into it, and it is not a market which a person like me can cater easily. Third one is a little market mentality changeable idea, and I won't get into that. Petting pets, I'm not into that field. So obviously first one, it is more practical and a thing which can be pulled off.
Any more suggestions? Any more guesses from anyone else?
Sir, may I answer to Raghav?
Yeah, please don't make this a debatable or topic to collide with each other. But yeah, if a positive perspective, I will definitely give you a chance. Yes,
Okay, sir.
please
It's
go
just
on.
in my
Yeah,
defense. It's just defense of my choice, right?
yeah,
So
sure,
he
sure.
said that it's a market that cannot be effectively catered to right now. But I think that's what entrepreneurship is about, right? Anticipating the demand in advance, right? To meet
Exactly.
the demand in perfect time. So if we start this business right now, there is, I think, zero to no competition in this field right now. So if we start in this, I think there's a chance that we can make a huge business out of it. So that's my defense. Sorry if I sound argumentative, and
No,
it
no,
was
no,
not my
no, no.
intention.
No, it was
That's
absolutely right of your
great,
side.
great. Raghav, please
Yeah.
hold on. Please hold on. We are not here to make this a debatable topic, but I would just like to deliver you key what you people's like both Raghav and Akif have seen in this case is the future's prospects, like future success plans. आकिफ has seen कि आज की डेट में एयर प्यूरिफायर इंडस्ट्री के अंदर कोई भी ऐसा ब्रांड नहीं है that is making a wearable air purifier, right? Am I right, Akif? So
Yes, sir.
you have seen a potential uh, opportunity in this domain, and according to Raghav, he have seen the requirement of this Ola for tractors, like requirement of tractors for the farmers or the workers who are from municipal corporation or from these anyone. So entrepreneur, what I am trying to deliver is entrepreneurship is all about solving the real problems, okay? Creating the solutions out of real problems and making them impactful adding value to the life of the peoples, and finally into the assets. So till now, anyone has any questions till here, any of the perspective to say? Then we will move towards another topic, like how students can enter the entrepreneurial world from zero preparation, like from zero stage. Yes, Mudad, you was mentioning something. You have raised the hand.
Sir, I was asking, I was telling about the idea. Sir, if we take the idea for the Ola Uber for tractors also.
Sorry.
So, if we take the idea for Ola Uber tractors,
Yes, yes, yes.
so that I was saying, but sir, and everyone told that.
Okay, okay, great, great, great. So now let's move towards how students can enter the startup world. Okay, like I am a student. I am assuming a situation where I am a student and I am the just first year students want to have my own startup. So how can one move towards this journey, right? So you have a college incubator incubation cells in your college, like there is an institutions innovation council that I can see that belong to your college, and there are certain e-cells like TUISC or any of the other academic incubators like AICs, ACICs in your city. You can be a part of that. You can join them, you can go there and you can pitch your idea to the people, those who are there to support the innovation. To the execution stage, they will be helping you to refine your more business model, develop a business model, doing a market validation research, reaching out to the potential clients. This can be a help that you can get from them. Apart from that, someone will say, right कि मेरे को funds चाहिए, like I have an idea, मुझे platform build करना है, मुझे एक SaaS platform build करना है, for that I will be needing certain funds कि जिस पैसे को मैं use कर सकूं to deploy into that software. So there are certain uh, competitions are there, like hackathon, Smart India hackathon. You can be a part of that. There are certain money that you can get if your idea got shortlisted. You can, you if you won that. So there are certain prizes available in the category like first, second, or third. There are a good amount like 1 lakh rupees, 50,000 rupees, 75,000 rupees. And initially the college authorities also have certain prize monies for the students, those who are bring bringing these innovation ideas if they got shortlisted in the SIH and the other competitions. You can also participate in various e-summits and entrepreneurial activities of the uh, institutions of national importance. Like every year, IIT Bombay organizes its e-summit. They have certain competitions over there, like National Entrepreneurship Challenge and many more other. So where you can meet industry experts also. This will give you exposure. The secondary thing is you will got to know ki how this landscape work. There are certain pitching sessions happening on. You got to learn ki what's the investor's perspective over these things. So these can be the opportunity and the things that you can grab out. Also, there are certain competitions that corporate organizations are organizing nowadays. There is a competition called Tata Imagine Cup, which has a around 50 lakh rupees grant for any of the startup in tech and automobile innovation, so that you can look after. Or also if you want to test any platform, there are like certain different tools available in the market, like Google Form, WordPress is a good way to build any website without coding. Suppose if you are from non-tech background and you want to build a website or you want to build any tech product, so you can go over the WordPress and make different uh, websites or web pages out of there using no code platform. And right after that comes angel investing. Follow up with the things like Shark Tank India or seed investments round, or any of the incubation centers releasing the grant. Just try to look after the rules and regulations these people are having for that. If you are watching Shark Tank India, try to understand the terms, that is customer acquisition cost. There are certain other terms, MIS. कि MIS क्या होता है? Anyone having idea what is MIS? Just a wild question from all of you. Yes, Gaurav.
It's manage ma- management information system.
Yes, exactly. So it's basically give you a idea about your financial projection of the company, like how like how you will be raising the funds, like how you will be utilizing your funds, what will be the potential profits you can generate from this particular valuation, what will be the valuation after these certain years. So basically, it's a financial tool. So once you get into this ecosystem na, like you will be following Shark Tank India, you will got to know about certain terminologies. When you will learn about that, that will give you a lot of support in your entrepreneurial journey once you will be trying to build something out. So that's the thing. The last thing is scope of innovation. Like, don't wait for the opportunities. Opportunities are available everywhere. Like startup ideas near you. Suppose as one of the students from you mentioned that I will build a solution that will be delivering the nutritious food. So that's a great idea, but you can also see certain ideas around that. Like if you are living in a hostel, the mess food is not good, so you can build a platform that is giving a ratings to the mess food, and this can be spread out all over the India or all over the world, which will be evaluating the quality of food that the students are eating in the academic institutions. So that can be a potential idea. So this is all from my side. What I will the two things that I will suggest you all is, don't try to take shortcuts. There is no shortcut for anything. Please fail fast, execute fast, uh, improvise, and again execute and build something that can be adding a value to you, your life as well, creating a business for you, and creating a value to the people, those who are using. So I am open for all the questions and queries you people are having. So this is all from my side. Yes, Raghav.
Sir, can you please detail the first like thing you mentioned, that initially you can go to different platforms where they'll help you from ideation stage to a structure where you can reach to the consumer, you can cater the
So
consumers.
basically
How
there
can
are
we do that? Like, how to find community which helps us in that
so
process?
basically you have incubation cells in your colleges, right? Do you have an incubator in your college, academic incubator that helps in executing your ideas, that supports entrepreneurship? There might be certain clubs like e-cells, entrepreneurship cells, those who are supporting innovations in your campus at their capacity. So they have certain privileges, they have certain mentors with them that can help you to fulfill your needs of execution. Suppose you come up with an idea and you want to execute it, you go to the incubation center and you ask them कि मुझे इस आइडिया को वैलिडेट करना है एंड हाउ शुड आई एग्जीक्यूट दैट, लाइक आई टोल्ड यू दिस आइडिया कि मैस का फूड का क्वालिटी का रिव्यू रेटिंग के लिए मुझे एक प्लेटफॉर्म बनाना है, मुझे एक आइडिया है, आई गो टू द इंक्यूबेटर इन माय कॉलेज। तो मैं वहां जाके देयर आर सर्टेन मेंटोर्स अवेलेबल, दोज हु विल बी हेल्पिंग मी कि आपको इस तरीके से मार्केट रिसर्च करना है, आपको इस तरीके से अपना फाइनेंशियल प्रोजेक्शंस देखना है, आपको इस तरीके से एक प्लेटफॉर्म डिजाइन करना चाहिए। And the best way to find out is there are certain academic incubation cells also, like AICs, ACICs, and most of them are on the institution level also. So if you are going to any of the other incubators from different organization or from different college, they won't be denying you to help. They can't deny you to help. Even if you are a student of tier 3, tier 4 college and you go to the TBI IIT Delhi, that is a technology business incubator of IIT Delhi, they can't deny you to help. They are here to help. Anyone from any age, any college, any city can go to any of the incubator to seek any of the mentorship they needed. I think you got your answer.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else? Like any questions? Yes, yes, Punish.
So my question is that I want to start a business, not a startup basically. I want to start a business that is a franchise,
Mm-hmm.
but that requires to be like it. Let me say it very clearly. I want to start a dark store in my locality
Okay.
for like Blinkit.
Okay.
But the thing is, I want to know that if the market is actually that good to serve me an average order value of around 650 to 700, so that my dark store becomes profitable. So how to calculate it, whether it's actually feasible or not?
So first of all, you have to see in your locality, is there any other dark store available right now? ठीक है, you have to calculate the radius. Basically it's revolving around the market research and market validation. your question fall in the category of market research and market validation. So first of all, you will see कि मेरे locality में is there any other dark store, ठीक है, that is gaining this amount of orders every day or every week, ठीक है. And if it is there, you have to calculate and you have to talk with those people कि यार how much profitable you are, and you have to see those projections कि कितना profit वो generate कर पा रहे हैं from the current business that they are getting. And right after that you will be seeing कि मेरे जहाँ पे मैं locality में plan कर रहा हूँ, like suppose if I am planning in the X locality, so from that X location you have to figure out कि कितना radius है मेरे पास में जहाँ से मेरे पास orders आ सकते हैं. Suppose मैं एक dark store start कर रहा हूँ और मैंने उस store को ले जाके रख दिया किसी non residential area में, ठीक है. So definitely that dark store won't be able to survive because these hyper delivery super fast delivery apps are delivering to the people at their doorstep and their USP is minimum time, ठीक है. तो अगर मैंने ऐसी जगह पे ले जाके डार्क स्टोर को रख दिया जहाँ पे आसपास आबादी नहीं है, तो definitely it will be a loss making deal for me. तो आई हैव टू वैलिडेट द मार्केट रिसर्च, मुझे रेडियस चेक करना पड़ेगा कि मेरे रेडियस में कितने डार्क स्टोर्स हैं, उनका रेवेन्यू कितना है, कितना प्रॉफिट वो लोग जनरेट कर पा रहे हैं. If there's no any other dark store existing, so definitely you will be getting the right amount of orders, right amount of profits that you are looking for. You have to talk with the company representatives ki how much orders they might be able to serve you every day. That can be the thing.
Thank you, sir. But my another question in continuation to this question is,
Mhm.
so what do you actually think that the claims that companies make that you will earn up to 30% of your ROI in 1 year, is that actually true or it's just an exaggeration?
That can be an exaggeration, but at certain points they are true. But you are not only believing on the company, na, you are also doing your market research. You can counter the company representatives ki this is my market research, the existing vendors are getting this amount of orders, then how will you be able to provide me this, the amount you are committing to me? So that can be a point of discussion, but that comes with the right market research. You have to do a good market research for that, as I mentioned earlier.
So another question.
Mhm.
How much of ROI do you think is actually enough for a business or a startup to survive? Like not startup, basically a business that is like, if I'm talking about this business only, this Blinkit dark store.
Mhm.
How much of ROI is actually required to make it sustainable in comparison to other business options like other investment options like stock market or fixed deposits, etc.
See, if you are executing a idea and you are in the entrepreneurial landscape, so in the very initial years, I think a founder must not have expectations of profit, but he or she must has the vision to scale it. Because once you scale it and you become operational, full-fledged, then the profits will automatically hit you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else? Any more question? Yes, Mudit. What is this? Sir, we can see companies burn cash in the just a second. Sir, we can see companies burn cash in the initial years. Then, sir, how could they survive? So here you have to be very specific about your financials. As I told you, the MIS development, you have to be very specific कि मुझे कितना पैसा आज मिल रहा है. If you are a bootstrap, if you are getting investments from any of the investor or you are getting any of the grants, you have to plan कि मुझे इतना पैसा मार्केटिंग पे खर्च करना है, इतना पैसा मुझे प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट पे खर्च करना है, इतना पैसा मुझे टीम को हायर करने के लिए करना है. So that is the part of the journey. It's not like कि आप cash burn कर रहे हो. Definitely starting में cash burn होगा because you have to hire certain people, you have to build certain products for that. If you are a service product based startup, if you are a service based startup, you have to build a platform. There are certain costs involved in that. Initially you have to burn, but definitely that depends on your vision कि how will you recover those investments. सपोज इफ आई एम बिल्डिंग अ SaaS प्लेटफॉर्म टुडे, ठीक है, मैंने आज उसके अंदर 1 लाख रुपए इन्वेस्ट किया, बट इफ आई एम नॉट एबल टू जनरेट द रिटर्न ओवर इट, like if I am not able to onboard our partners on it and I am not able to add value to the lives of people, then definitely it would be a loss for me. Next question, anyone else? Like, what about the other peoples? I am interacting with three, four people since starting. Like, Punesh is there, Raghav is there, Akif is there, and one or two more peoples. What about the other, those who are there in the meeting? Are they really active, or they are not getting the information that I am trying to convey? Any questions from anyone? Any suggestions? Any curiosity they want to explore? They want to get any of the guidance? No one. So yeah, let's conclude this session here. I think Punesh, it's good to go.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your inspiring and enlightening words. Thank you so much. That was very insightful. I extend my heartfelt gratitude from the whole IIC team and the college itself. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Thank you so much, ma'am. I guess ma'am is not here with us right now.
Yeah, ma'am was having the another event, so she might be attending that. Also, thank you so much, guys. Here, I would just like to say, create something, innovate karo, or banao businesses. The all Indian GDP and the all Indian growth is dependent on you people and all dependent on all of us. So let's create something together. Okay, see you then.
Thank you so much, sir, and best of luck to you.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay, see you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Now, moving forward, it is a pleasure. Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry.
पुरनेश देयर इज मतलब वोट ऑफ थैंक्स के लिए मैम है
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
तो हाँ
Yes,
सीमा मैम इज देयर
yeah, I'm coming towards it. As we come to the end of this remarkable session, I hope that today's discussion has sparked new ideas and aspiration within all of us. Before I conclude, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Jay Sir, Shweta ma'am, and Harshit Sir for sharing their words of wisdom with us. I am very confident that your words will stay with us and guide many on their entrepreneurial journey. Now, I would like to request Seema Chaudhary ma'am for the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Purnesh. Uh, on behalf of the Institution's Innovation Council, I extend my deepest gratitude to our esteemed speakers, Dr. Jai Singh Sir, Dr. Shweta Chaudhary Ma'am, Harsh Sir, for their valuable time and guidance. Your words have truly inspired us. And a special thanks to all the faculty members, students, and attendees who made this session engaging and successful. Thank you very much.
Purnesh, please unmute your mic.
Okay, thank you so much for informing. Okay, thank you, Seema ma'am, for the thoughtful vote of thanks. With that, we conclude today's event. But before the conclusion, I would like to request everyone to please stand up on their places for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य जय हे
Thank you everyone for joining us today. With that, we conclude today's event. Stay inspired, stay innovative, and see you all at our next session. Stay safe, stay, sorry. Stay safe, stay inspired. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, ma'am.